When Northeast is developed, India will be developed, says LS Speaker Sumitra Mahajan. Most grievances of people brought up on People's Day arise from DC's mistakes, says Chief Minister N. Biren. And 1 AR personnel killed, 4 injured in ambush by unknown rebels in Ukhul district. Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Surabala Kangawam. Let's see the news in detail. Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan has said that India will be developed when the northeastern states are developed. She said this while attending the inaugural function of the annual conference of the 16th Northeastern Region Commonwealth Parliamentary Association at the conference hall of Manipur Legislative Assembly today. The annual conference, jointly organized by Manipur Legislative Assembly and Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Manipur branch, will be held for 5 days. Chairman of Northeast Region Commonwealth Parliamentary Association and Speaker of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly A.T. Mandal, Deputy Chief Minister of Manipur Y. Joy Kumar, Manipur Assembly Speaker Y. Khemchand, Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Assam, MLAs and many top-ranking officials of the state government also attended the conference on the first day. Speaking on the first day of the annual conference, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan maintained legislators have great responsibility in trying to bring about development in a state. They also play a big role in maintaining good relations between the government and the people. It is very important to give priority to improving road connectivity and health sector in the region to bring about overall development, the Lok Sabha Speaker said.
One great philosopher which is very much relevant and most important also, when an idea exclusively occupies the mind, it is transformed into an actual physical or mental state. So when we think about our do-this policy and now converted into act-this policy, the same thing must be here. Whatever ideas you have, it must transform. How will we act it? How will we do it? That is what I would say. 90% of borders of Northeast India are international borders. Shared with Burma, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Bangladesh, all
Chief Minister N. Biren met nearly 2,000 people to hear their grievances on this month's People's Day held today. The meet was arranged at the Chief Minister's Secretariat in Imphal. About 2,000 people from across the state are visiting the Chief Minister to appraise the head of the state of their complaints. Talking to media persons, Chief Minister N. Biren said now that he has heard a lot of grievances in the last couple of months, he has learned that most of the problems arose from the mistakes of the deputy commissioners concerned. Most of the disabled and poverty-stricken persons still remain deprived of the benefits of various schemes made available by the government, as the official concerned have not been performing their duties properly, he pointed out.
DC concerns Marwena, Deputy Commissioners in Sigi Moy, I appeal to him, I can alert with the Kale, Moy Kara service, not only law and order, not about the center, the state, the live scheme mayam se say yum late have yum photo puro lai. Why the DC is concerned about them? Kamaina thado meno adu karigi moi adu yum late bishing to yum sabina bani why we're housing for all kind of the torre scheme adu sugum bazaina appeal downing base DC concern sing adu district DC the personally visit to ring XYZ current submit or report to the base of one DC concerning the unit of Kota Sumba, they like the Mungam de guys. Like the Mungam de guys, the Makoki Latum scheme layer, several group SIs, Z group lay, Adum Budum PB, the Gata way up never. I don't know, Adum the Laibagam Sakoran Zihabasi, the Quay Society Sakoran Zihabasi, the Lambi for a gayaway, May for a gayaway, Ising at the Pilgayaro. Need house to house, person to person, okay. Uplift the Wamsang. adugi potugi nungai te budo ingon the filter way aduna it is my earnest appeal to all the DC concerns and the bureaucrats to look into the level of the micro level yenga pukhanam hone se na mane appeal to.
And on the other hand, talking to the ISTB News after meeting the Chief Minister in person, the visitors shared their views and opinions on People's Day.
Hoi, mayam na susumai na unara siya unara ka sahab di ko na siya unazin ning biwa kan da susum lai ba ikoi wakat famji lai jata bahai dare ikoi di BJP na na mayam na so Congress ki na so ning thagong da ngai tom tahan thambi bada dis da same do unazara ga ikoi gi asum wari wata su khangara ni khang da su khangana na sum lak sa han
ai uji ma ji pinjin phang de ba ikha de ngang noi pinjin phang ye ai pinjin phang de ji happy day chahi yang humdra ga manga ba suram ju yare ai se noi ju adum khangani phang de
akoi na lak pa se mayam su marup si leiri ba ko adu akoi na pam ba se hana gi mamang gi sarkar na village recognition tham ba se athing ba tham ba se lothok pina ba akoi appeal tau jara pina ba.
On the other hand, Chief Minister N. Biren today launched a mobile application for the complainants to follow up with the progress of work relating to the grievances that they have discussed with him on People's Day. The mobile application launch was held at the Chief Minister's Secretariat. Speaking on the occasion of the application launch, the Chief Minister said altogether 115 various complaints were made on the last People's Day. 15 problems have been solved and 25 cases have been closed as they were related to some outdated schemes. The government is making efforts to start working on the remaining 65 complaints, he said. The Chief Minister further said, even as the government is unable to resolve the people's issues immediately, it will make all possible efforts to resolve every single issue as early as possible. He appealed to the complainers to register their mobile numbers at the Secretariat before leaving the premises. Updates regarding their respective complaints will be sent to the mobile numbers through SMS from the new mobile app called Red Mine, the Chief Minister informed.
Mobile kutanga message hadena rugi message with mayata mauki na labagi scheme mo ko de mo loans over.
The People's Day program was also held at Thawal Police Station today. Denizens of Thawal visited the police station and narrated their grievances on various issues. Some also visited only to get information regarding legal proceedings regarding various cases. District Administration Bisnupur also held the day at the office of Mini Secretariat of Deputy Commissioner and DLOs of the district. Interestingly, except former Minister Funil Kanta, no people were turned up to meet the DC Bisnupur. Speaking to the ISTB News, DC Bisnupur Bobby Wycombe expressed his annoying over the absence of people on this day where they can share and submit their grievances to the administrator.
Ado masih mitsida isu expectations yang wang na mayam ni wakat se kare kare no mayam wakat se tar kana district administration ni site ke so kuna tobe aba ko ji regular ba scheme implementation ko khangde ado service piri ba department na piri ba sibu khangde si improvement ni rumama mayam ga tanana kana mayam wakat matun togodo bune mayam jing si lak trabani na hai hangji sem ko ngai ba tare ado wakat tu kare kare la ke ba se matun na ko tabak se paket pata
Miam gini mesti dengan si pangtuk pun kita si payuna lebih berat dari mud.
Sini yang payu mo masih mo birena taurisi hendak kisah di ram pasal apa mungga Manipur ke perjalanan sambil nama mula ko ni nak itakan ni.
Most of the grievances brought up by the complainants were personal, that include deprivation of benefits relating to various schemes. No visitor came with a complaint or demand regarding the core issues of the state like repeal of AFSPA, implementation of ILP, details of framework agreement, etc. At least one personnel of 17 Assam Rifles was allegedly killed and 4 others injured in armed rebel attacks on the troops of Assam Rifles at a place between Bundung and Kasong under the jurisdiction of Kasong Kulen Police Station in Ukhrul district, about 63 kilometers from Imphal. The incident took place around 11 a.m. today. The riflemen killed in the attack and those injured 4 personnel are from the 17 AR of Kasong Post. According to information received by the ISTB News, a powerful IED planted on the roadside was blown off by suspected rebels while a group of 17 AR personnel was returning to their post after routine patrol. The lifeless body and 4 injured personnel were taken to Leimakhong Army Hospital by helicopter. The injured personnel are undergoing treatment at the hospital. Meanwhile, an additional combined force of Manipur Police and Assam Rifles rushed to the spot. The combined force has launched a search operation at the blast site and its adjoining areas. Most of the houses and fish farms of Paubitek and Upokpi in Wangoi Assembly constituency have been completely devastated by flood as Imphal River was bridged at Mayang Imphal Chabung Company for about 15 meters yesterday. On the other hand, Chirang village has been saved from flood with the help of KH Loken, General Secretary of NPP and local people, it is stated. The water level of Imphal, Nambul and Kongba rivers has slightly fallen after it has stopped raining in the state. People are now feeling somewhat relieved from further threat of possible flood. However, residents of Wangkai, Ayangpali Angom Lekai, Nongmaibung and Ningthempukri Mapal in Imphal East District are facing artificial floods as water from Kongba River overflowed into the areas. MLA of Wangkai constituency, Okram Henry, today inspected the flood-affected areas of the constituency. Flood could somehow be controlled if a way to drain out the water is set up at the culvert of Kongba Basin and banks of Ningthempukri, said MLA Okram Henry. He also promised to extend necessary help to start the project. He further hoped that the officials of IFCD concerned would effectively carry out the project. Meanwhile, at least 30 houses have been flooded at Haibong Pokpi in Lamsang constituency. This was informed in a press release issued by the Haibong Pokpi Nupi Samaj Association. The association blamed the authority concerned for the sufferings of the affected families in the area, saying that it has still not taken up any step to ease the difficulty of the residents there. Flood-affected Victims Welfare Association of Borayangbi 2015 has drawn the attention of the authority concerned to distribute the compensation for the victims of 2,190 houses. Speaking to media person at Manipur Press Club, convener of the association C.H. Tomba said, it is learned that some individuals are trying to take the compensation by submitting false reports. He further said the authority concerned as well as the DC should find out the genuine flood victims and compensation should also be given equally, it may be in a phased manner. If the authority concerned fails to do so, the association will not remain as a silent spectator, he warned.
Amukta tapi kira biar pukudingi cap mana na gerak sobagi yung pukudingi jendiu wedung aduga di sida aja bani aduga lana jam na pangni sidi masagi yung legend point ye na da su makoi ki masagi ti ibe yung pukukong amoi tiek te bani tu na termaina di sino order thokre na makoi de pasadi isinga de no tasena legenda ba loka di sinjang ke yung pukudong jang na sa ba yung tinda ke sidi mo pangalo pasamo pangalo.
A team of 62 members, including more than 30 girls who embarked on a trekking expedition organized by the Manipur Mountaineering and Trekking Association to the Mount Iso and Zuko Valley from June 4 to 6 last, had a harrowing time while returning home from the valley in Nagaland. The expedition was flagged off by Minister of Mahut and Forest and Environment T.H. Shyamkumar from the MMTA office on the morning of June 4. According to reports received late, the team, after spending 2 nights in the valley, left the beautiful place on the morning of June 6 for homebound journey. Some of the members had left for climbing the Mount Isho. As the team reached the waterfall area around 8:30 a.m., some Naga people were waiting for them and forcibly took away all the mobile phones from the expedition members. The other members who climbed the Mount Iso were also escorted by some people of Nagaland who claimed to be members of Southern Angami Youth Organization to the place where all of them were detained the whole day. It is reported that the Sayo members, numbering more than 100, holding all kinds of weapons including swords and sticks, asked the team leader, who is the General Secretary of MMTA, Waisurtan, many provoking questions. Some of the questions were that, does Zuko Valley belong to Nagaland or Manipur? Have you got permit for entering Nagaland? Did you come to Zuko Valley as government spies? What is the secret agenda for visiting the Zuko Valley, etc.? If there was an answer that the Sayo member did not like to hear, they were ready to use force, as the scene clearly showed. Finally, the team leader was forced to write and sign a pledge stating that the objective of the expedition was to the contrary of what they had publicized. The pledge stated that the expedition was not to claim ownership of Zuko Valley, but to bring good relationship with the Nagaland Association for Adventure, Mountaineering and Education and neighboring state Nagaland. Lastly, the General Secretary wrote that on returning, the team met Zaki Sukru, who is the leader of Sayo, and on his advice, all the trekkers came to know that Zuko Valley traditionally belongs to the Southern Angamis. Only after that, all the trekkers were allowed to leave the place after nearly 8 hours detention without food and water, it is learned. Chief Engineer, Department of Minor Irrigation, L. Gaurakishore, has said that there will be a lot of inconveniences relating to agriculture and other if water management is not done in time. He was speaking at the inaugural function of an awareness program on participatory irrigation management held at the office complex of Department of Minor Irrigation at Lamphelpat today. The awareness program, organized by Department of Minor Irrigation in association with Northeast Regional Institute of Water and Land Management Tejpur, will be held consecutively for 3 days in various districts of the state. Chief Engineer L. Gaurakishore further said, climate change is a major issue today. Recent survey reports say that the temperature of Manipur is increasing every year. Even as the state has plenty of water, people are facing problems due to inadequate water supply. The main reason for this is lack of water management, the chief engineer specified. The 10-day workshop on framing and translation of curriculum and syllabus held at the office complex of SCERT Lamphelpat from June 5 last has concluded today. The workshop was jointly organized by Science and Mathematics units of SCERT and AZIM Premji Foundation based in Bangalore. Director of SCERT Dr. M. Minakumari, Joint Director Zim Thinguzam, Joint Director S. Anandi, representatives of AZIM Premji Foundation Vizoy Sankar Das, Sabda Devi and Nirmat Kaur were the resource persons at the workshop. Director of SCERT Dr. Minakumari said teachers from all the districts of Manipur took part in the workshop. Those who took part in the workshop gained a lot of knowledge. Quality education can only be brought about in the state when teachers are well trained, she added.
Syllabus and thus the role of trained teachers, educators would be interested with the tasks of framing and designing the curriculum syllabus is quite important. With the participants here, will considerably help this directorate to achieve the goal of improving quality of school education in general in the state.
Optical fiber wire of ISTB network which passed through New Chekon, Imphal East was break down at 11 a.m. last night. Due to breakdown of optical fiber, the signal of the network could not be available to the subscribers of covered by service providers Monica Cable, Top, AB cable, Top Khong Nang Khong, Reference cable Lamlong, Star cable, Kongpal, Mini Bros cable, Lamlong, and Sangai Vision Kurai. The service providers express its regret for the inconvenience faced by the subscribers. All Manipur Preraks Association has demanded the pending honorarium for Sakshar Bharat Mission employees of Thaubal, Chandel, Senapati and Tamelong under the adult education. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club, a member of the association, K.H. Sunil, said, since 2015, the honorarium of the employees till April and the total amount of the programs organized by the employees have not been paid so far. He further said, memorandum has been submitted several times to the authority concerned. However, no positive steps have been taken up till today. If the pending honorarium and program costs were not paid by June 30, the association will launch an intense form of agitation and a memorandum will also be submitted to the Ministry of HRD, he warned. Due to incessant rains, the Mayang Imphal Power Substation has stopped functioning. There has been no power supply in the area and Deputy General Manager of the substation has appealed the residents to bear the inconvenience caused till the substation functions again. A felicitation program for the meritorious students of Class 10 and 12 examinations in Jiribam district was held at the auditorium of Jiribam Higher Secondary School today. The felicitation program was jointly organized by Social Welfare Services Association, Kalinagar, and EK Educational Research Center. As part of the occasion, gifts were presented to the students to encourage them to work even harder in future too. MLA of Jiribam constituency, Asapuddin, SP of Jiribam, T.H. Bikramjit, advisor to Social Welfare Services Association, K.H. Haridas, and many others attended the felicitation program. In connection with the observance of the Great Zune Uprising Day, volunteers of Kanglei Chanura Kanbal Loop cleansed Kekrupat today. President of the Loop, Thangjam Gambini, drew the attention of the state government to the present condition of Kekrupat.
Adasum akhoi thabak thom dagi matam sei da July 10 yoram dagi matam sida da chengbo oina tawre ba mase akhoi yaning de ba kesikal Kanglei Chanu Kanbal Loop sina akhoi na pamjabadi mase government na khraga sumyeng chan biba aduga miyeng sang biba masini akhoi na pamjari se.
And now the headlines once again. When Northeast is developed, India will be developed, says LS Speaker Sumitra Mahajan. Most grievances of people brought up on People's Day arise from DC's mistakes, says Chief Minister N. Biren. And warned Assam Rifles personnel killed, 4 injured in ambush by unknown rebels in Ukhrul district. Thank you so much for joining with us and good night.